Okay, we're back in the studio and we'll continue this conversation on the Ekiti State situation. I'm being joined, as earlier introduced in the studio, by Mr. Churchill Adedipe, a minority leader in the Ekiti State House of Assembly. All right, and Larry Adeyinka, spokesperson for the governor. Let me begin with you, Mr. Adedipe. Why did the APC lawmakers decide to return to the assembly complex after several months of being away, a day after the elections?
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me first of all correct this. I'm not the minority leader, Ekiti State House of Assembly. I'm the majority leader, Ekiti State.
All right, majority leader.
Yeah, House of Assembly. Well, the way I'm going to answer this question is this, because I've had stories being put together, and sometimes one will just listen to those stories and have cause to actually laugh because they are laughable. I'm coming from Ado Ekiti now, and the reason why we have not been able to go to the House of Assembly before now is because even if you get to the place now, the place will be full of thugs, miscreants, and people with the intent to either maim, kill, and destroy. And you will agree with me that in that condition, of course, nobody will be able to perform the constitutional responsibility, which, of course, we have been asked to do in that particular environment.
Okay, so once the APC presidential candidate was declared the winner, you felt safe enough to return?
Let me go back again. I would not agree to that, because every conscious political follower of events in Ekiti will agree with me that some times ago, we had a sitting in Ado Ekiti, relying on Section 101 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. And of course, the constitutional responsibility of an honorable member is not limited to sitting in the House of Assembly alone. What of the constituency engagement? And as a matter of fact, we have about 10 honorable members contesting election who are members of the current assembly. Are we saying that they are going to abandon the responsibility of actually campaigning? Are they going to campaign in Lagos or campaign in Osun? They have been campaigning in Ekiti, and at the same time doing their constituency work alongside, with it. But unfortunately, the only thing that we have not been able to do is, one, to do oversight on what the current government, particularly led by Governor Fayose, has been doing since he assumed office.
Why?
Because there's no conducive environment to do it.
Okay.
And maybe I should stop.
Hold on, let me bring in Mr. Lanka. Mr. Lanka, no conducive environment for them to carry their responsibilities. Do you agree with that?
No conducive environment for them to carry the reason they were elected. But he has just said that they have conducive environment to campaign, to move around the state, to set themselves to be re-elected. Can you consider those two statements? They have been campaigning in their various constituencies, those that are contesting, to be re-elected. There is conducive environment for them to campaign. The one campaigning in Emure, the one campaigning in Amoko, the one campaigning in Ado, the one campaigning in Omu, in Igede, in Inyi. The environment there has been conducive, and they have been campaigning. But the environment is not conducive for them to enter a building.
Okay, just before we go on break, would you say, are those accusations against the governor true?
It is that I'm just telling you that it is not true. Because if you are free to campaign around Ekiti State, and you are not free to move, to go to Ado Ekiti, it means something is wrong somewhere. It means somebody is not being truthful.
All right. Why are the members of the State Assembly determined to see the governor go?
Well, as I speak with you, and I want to tell you there that there is no impeachment process yet. On Saturday, April 4, I saw what they call notice of impeachment on Sarah reporters. The one I saw was addressed to the Deputy Governor, Dr. Olushola Eleka, dated March 9, 2015. It became public on April 4, 2015. And I asked myself, you gave someone 7 days to respond to allegation, and you're just making it public like 25 days or 6 days after. What happened to the 7 days that you gave? You don't serve impeachment online. You don't serve impeachment on Facebook. Then if you want to commence impeachment, you have to sit in the House of Assembly, hallowed chamber, because that is the only place where you can sit. The Supreme Court judgment on Ladoja's case made it very clear. Governor Ladoja of Oyo State was impeached then. The House of Assembly sat at the Romance Hotel, Ibadan, Oyo State. And Supreme Court said the only place where House of Assembly can sit and can perform their functions is the hallowed chamber of the House of Assembly. So for you to begin to talk about impeachment, you have to sit in the House of Assembly, form quorum. We have 26 in Ekiti State. If quorum is 9, that is 1/3, will bring out motion for impeachment or whatever, notice of impeachment. And if the House adopt it, then you now write to the governor that in the sitting of the House on so date, a motion was moved for you to be impeached, and the House agreed that you have to answer this question. That has not happened. Then I saw somebody signing there. His name, Dr. Adewale Omiri, as Speaker in the House of Assembly. Either wrongly or rightly, and quote me, mark my word, wrongly or rightly, Omiri was impeached on November 20, 2014 as Speaker of House of Assembly. And after that impeachment, Omiri went to court to challenge his impeachment. He went to court to say that I was wrongly impeached, and the court should right this wrong. If you are in court challenging your impeachment, can you still come out and claim to be Speaker?
Okay, 1 second. Mr. Adigwe, was the Speaker, Dr. Mirin, impeached on November the 20th, 2014, as you said?
My friend is operating at the executive level. I'm a lawmaker of Ekiti State House of Assembly. I'm at the theater of where everything is happening. And I think I can authoritatively, forget about party now, authoritatively talk about the happenings, that he is actually talking about. Of course, I expect him to say all this. I expect him. And let me do some clarification here. He talked about under that people are campaigning in the Ekiti State.
Before you go there, was Dr. Mirin impeached on
It
November
never
20th?
happened.
So he's
It
not,
never
he's
happened.
not in court.
Let me say this. We have a House of Assembly. We have 26.
What is he challenging in court?
Excuse me,
Mr.
lady. When
Langa,
you were
please.
talking, we don't have to. See, we have 26 members in the State House of Assembly. 7 people sat and claimed to have purportedly impeached the Speaker. 7 people sitting to say they have purportedly impeached the Speaker of the State House of Assembly. I've never seen a drama like that before.
So did he go to court?
We went to court. We approached the court that nobody should actually recognize that. But unfortunately, because of the way the judiciary is, that it's going to take some time, the case is no longer in court.
The case is no longer in
It's
court.
no longer in court.
Why?
Because we feel it's not necessary. We feel it's not necessary. Because if 19 can be on one side as against 7, that 7 did not even form a quorum. That's 7. And that is the 7 that the government has been using to do what they claim to be legitimate business of governance.
Mr. Adedigbe, you were saying there is no case in court, so Dr. Omerin was not impeached. Why are you determined to see the governor out of office?
Let us see. That is why I said this program is even better for us to make fundamental clarifications.
To make it.
It is like any organization. If you are saying that nobody is even I don't believe that accusing somebody of gross misconduct tantamount to saying that he has been impeached. All that we are asking, we have been able to put it forward before him.
So have you asked the Chief Justice of the state to set up a panel to investigate?
Again, I will inform my brother here that we sat in Ekiti today.
At the State Assembly complex?
Not at the State Assembly complex, because he claimed that the Supreme Court judgment, and I would rather advise that, you see, the latest Supreme Court judgment, it is better we look at it. We sat today within the precinct of the capital in Ekiti.
All right.
And particularly Mary Hill Boys High School.
And what was your conclusion?
The conclusion is to direct the CJ to look into all those, set up a committee to look into all those allegations.
That has been done.
That has been done.